A female millionaire worth $10 million. In order to make her lover the vice president of the company, she actually demoted her own husband. She made her husband work under her lover, and faced with such an unreasonable demand, he actually agreed, only because he once made a promise. This story goes back many years. The wealthy woman's name was Mary. Mary's father was on his deathbed, but he didn't feel comfortable leaving the company to Mary, so he handed it over to Mary's husband. He sent Mary abroad to study, and planned for her to inherit the company after she graduated. The wise father knew that Mary had a proud personality. On his deathbed, he asked Mary's husband to be patient and tolerant with her in the future. The husband immediately agreed, and swore that he would forgive Mary 100 times. Mary, standing beside them, was unwilling and resentful. She believed there was nothing wrong with her personality, but her father forced her to make a promise that she must obey her husband in the company, and never trust others too easily, to fulfill her father's dying wish. Mary reluctantly agreed. Many years later, her husband successfully expanded the company. He was now not only the company's vice president, but also a live stream influencer with 10 million followers. Mary returned home to inherit the company. At first, she showed great respect to her husband. She massaged him, and even gifted him a villa and a luxury car. But later, Mary had an affair with her lover. She began to hate her husband more and more, and now, she ordered him to transfer his 10 million follower account to her ignorant and foolish lover. The husband thought Mary had gone crazy because the lover knew nothing about running a live stream account. But to his surprise, the lover was well prepared. He took out a cooperation contract. It turned out to be a sales contract between the lover and Factory. A Factory A's food was extremely cheap. It could bring in $10 million in net profit each month. But the husband's current contract with Factory B only earned $5 million per month. Mary was thrilled with pride. She mocked her husband's weak business ability, saying he was no match for her lover. But the husband stayed calm, because he had already investigated Factory A. Although Factory A's food was cheap, its quality was extremely poor. The government had already ordered Factory A to stop producing food. Mary was shocked. She immediately questioned her lover if that was true, but the lover remained calm. He took out a forged food safety certificate to prove that Factory A's food was safe. The foolish Mary believed him instantly. She once again ordered her husband to hand over the account. Though reluctant and frustrated, he still reluctantly agreed. Mary had no idea that her husband was only keeping the promise he made to her father. He had already forgiven her 99 times. Only one more remained before he would leave the company forever. Not long after, the husband still felt uneasy about Factory A's food safety, so he took several subordinates and went to inspect Factory A's production site. To his shock, the factory's environment was terrible. Hundreds of diseased pigs were lying on the ground waiting to be slaughtered. There was absolutely no food safety control. He immediately told his staff to take photos and collect evidence, and remotely ordered the live stream to stop selling Factory A's products. At the same time, the lover was happily hosting a live stream